How is everybody doing? My name is Reginald Reese, and I'm here to give you my podcast on SEC football. Welcome to an episode of The Update. My name is Reggie Reese, like I said before, and I'm going to give you everything SEC football. So, in the top 25 from the SEC, there are 8 teams. Number 1, Alabama. Number 2, Georgia. 13, LSU. 14 is Florida. 18, the Kentucky Wildcats. 21, the Auburn Tigers, War Eagle. 22, Texas A&M. And 24, Mississippi State. So, in the playoff, I do believe Alabama will be number 1. I don't see 2 SEC teams making it into the playoff. I don't believe that to be the case. But I do believe Georgia can make it, but only if they go undefeated. I think Bama can take a loss and still make it, but Georgia cannot take a loss and not make it. I think number 2 is Ohio State. Number 3 for me, I got Clemson. And number 4, to close it out, the Texas Longhorns. That is a bold prediction, yes, but I do believe in Tom Herman. I believe in Sam Ehlinger. I believe in that offense. Texas has shown we can score with anybody. They have some type of defense to a degree. Now, granted, they did give up, 45 points. But to be up 45-23 on Oklahoma like that in the Red River Shootout does speak a lot of volume into that program. So, Auburn, Kentucky, LSU all lose. Auburn loses to Mississippi State. Kentucky lost to Texas A&M. LSU loses to Florida. So, all 3 teams suffer a big-time defeat this past weekend. I think Auburn will bounce back, but Gus Malzahn and Jarrett Stidham, they have to get communication in order. They're a team that they lost a lot of key players. They have a strong physical defense, but you still need offense to put up points to keep your defense from being tired. Kentucky, how will they handle the fallout of losing against Texas A&M? Benny Snell Jr., he is the face of your program. How can you bounce back and turn things around? And I think LSU, I don't see them turning it around this weekend. I think they're going to lose to Georgia. I think Ed Orgeron really needs to figure out his team and understand that you're not going to go undefeated all the time. If you take this loss, how will you handle it moving forward? So, Alabama and Georgia, they both win this weekend. They're the 2 remaining undefeated teams in the SEC. So, this weekend will be quite interesting to see if any one of those 2 teams will go down. I don't believe that to be the case, but you never know. Football is football. Florida, coming off of a huge win at home against LSU in the Swamp, honoring Tim Tebow that day as well into their Ring of Honor. The Florida Gators look really good. They're 5-1. They're number 14 in the country. Now, they are dealing with competition from Kentucky, and of course, they're behind Georgia. Now, do I think Florida will get into the SEC championship? No. But I do believe there's still a slight chance of them sneaking in if LSU beats Georgia, and if Kentucky loses to Georgia, Florida might sneak in as long as they beat the Bulldogs. So these are my SEC weekend predictions. I have Auburn beating Tennessee. I think they're going to improve to 5-2. I like Auburn in this game. They're at home. They're back home in Jordan-Hare. And I see them taking on a big-time victory. I like Florida beating Vanderbilt. I don't like the Commodores. I respect Derek Mason as a coach, but I don't see them beating the Gators. I think they got too much momentum on their side coming off of the huge Florida win. I like Georgia over LSU. I think LSU is going to drop another one, like I said earlier. I think Kirby Smart has his team really amped up and ready to go, hearing all the doubters in their ear about Georgia losing to Bama in the SEC championship. I think that's going to fire up the Bulldogs this year. I think Texas A&M will lose to South Carolina. I think Alabama will beat Missouri, and I believe Ole Miss will lose to Arkansas in that order. Kentucky is on a bye week, so they'll have time to recuperate and rest and see where they can go from here. Well, I'm Reginald Reese here to give you my podcast once again. I hope you have a great day. And, of course, the SEC, they're the best conference in college football. What can you say about it? Have a wonderful day, and I'm out.